Just waiting for the hangout to start. All right, there we go. Everything's started now.
Yay.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude. You're mocking me, aren't you? Sure. A monkey's might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
Here we go. Here we go, indeed. It is the real Dune and Bob show with Gators.
What?
I don't know.
I can play this game. I can see. I see how this works. If Gators puts the word "real" in front of something, suddenly it's legitimate. So I'm the real Damon Fabrio.
And I'm the real Gators. And joining us is
the real Emily.
Thank you, the real Emily. And Dune is really not here.
Unfortunately, you're listening to an abomination of comedy.
I think Dude's mowing the lawn. No, he's actually not mowing the lawn this week. He's got to work third shift, so he's not able to join us. So I was like, oh boy, there goes our third-party buffer. So
there's no more mediator.
But Emily's joined us, so that helps.
And there's no more mediator.
Oh, come on.
Hey, out of the three of us, I think Emily would be the best mediator. She's got 3 kids. You got to be able to mediate to have that many kids.
Or is this, that's just insanity.
I think she's going to start sending us to our corners if we don't behave here.
No, I'll just tell you both to shut up.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, because I've listened before when people have told me that.
Yes, well.
No, but when she says it, she means it.
Oh, well, she'll have to come all the way from Australia to kick my ass. I ain't scared.
Send you to the naughty corner.
I live in the naughty corner, okay?
Yeah.
My apartment is about the size of a naughty corner.
Yeah, send you to the corner, go, hold on, okay, already there.
I just turned 90 degrees, and there I am.
You turn another 90 degrees, you're in the other corner.
It's not that far off from the truth.
Oh, man. But now, do I understand you're looking for another place or might be getting another place?
I had applied for like some low-income housing apartment type things, and one of them called me, and I'm like third in line. And it's a possibility that I might get approved for this one-bedroom apartment a few blocks away if these 2 other people don't qualify for some reason. So with low-income housing applications, I mean, you could be waiting on these lists forever. And, so, like, there's just as much of a chance for me to get it as there is for me to not get it.
Well, there's more of a chance for you to get it if we find out who these people are and start giving out their information on the streams.
Well, they would never give me that information.
No. I don't know. NHB Army, you have your task. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, find these 2 people and make sure they live long, healthy lives, keeping Damon from happiness.
I think the NHB Army is disbanded. They're kind of more like the Cuban Army at this point.
Yeah. Well, they're still out there. They just don't really
there is a Cuban Army.
Do anything.
They're all snorting cocaine.
Yeah, that sounds like the NHB Army.
Yeah. And the ice cream truck's passing.
You know,
It's okay. I had ice cream today, so I'm happy. I was down at the boardwalk.
don't they have an app for that yet?
I don't know.
I mean, when I go into the city, I have an app I can bring up that tells that knows where I am and goes, hey, these are the buses that are where you are, and it tells me when the next one and the one after that and the one after that are coming, and so I can just easily look and go, okay, well this thing's going to be here in 3 minutes, or that one's going to be here in 5 minutes.
Now, wait. Is this the same app that says the bus is going to be there in 3 minutes, but doesn't tell you which side of the road it's coming down?
No, that was the Hayward app. That sucked. That was AC Transit. This is for San Francisco transportation, Muni and BART and all that. And that app works great and is pretty accurate. But the San Francisco transportation, on the other hand, well, let me. All right, we're getting right into the stories. I haven't even given out the messenger information. So if you'd like to write in,
writes this anyway. So come on, you know.
But if you want to write in with your own local transportation stories, or just to say hi, or to go, oh my God, Emily, you could
troll Gators some more, so he'll get off the air in 2 minutes.
Hey, I already stated Kristen was in a bad mood. I wanted to spend some time with her.
There's nothing you could say to save yourself, dude.
I don't have to. All I gotta do is point out all your contradictions.
I contradict nothing.
Okay, let's go down the list here. I listened to your last show. Now, first of all, you said several times, I'm not going to talk about it. And you continue to take pot shots at me on your show.
Listen, there's a difference between talking about it and taking pot shots. I'm not devoting, whole segments of my show to you, but I could take a pot shot at you and move on.
Then you go over all the different, topics on the poll for, show bits and talk about how, no, we don't want to do a show war. Nah, no show war. Show war sucks. Then you order your listeners to troll me.
Liam said the thing about show wars, that show wars can get stupid. Personally, look, how could you sit here and say to me, Damon doesn't like show wars, and then look at the history of my legitimate show called No Holds Barred Radio, where I have taken on almost everybody, including the shows on my own station. So,
But you were both saying you didn't want to do it.
Wait a minute. I told Liam that we wouldn't keep it on our show, but I could certainly feel free to troll you at will because it doesn't affect our show.
But you were using your show to recruit trolls. You said you weren't going to do a show war, and then you start telling people to troll my show.
All I is call Gator's show. Okay, I did not tell them. I said call his show. With legitimate questions only. That's what I said. When have you known my listeners to ever listen to me?
Number 3. 2 weeks ago, you wrote into my show bitching about the fact that it's not funny. And when I point out, well, we're on hour 5, we're kind of winding down. This is like the end of the show where we're a little low on material, but we're still chatting because, well, hey, let's face it, automation sucks. So at least we're better than automation. And you're like, dude, when you're out of material, you wrap up the show, you end it. You do 3 hours, you're done, you end it. This past show, 3 hours, out of material, wanted to spend some time with the missus, I ended it. Then you criticized me for that.
Actually, I did not say a word. If you listen back to your show, as painful as that is, I did not say a word to you about anything. You're one of the people who called you out on it.
We had a conversation the next morning where I was calling you out on this shit, and you were like, oh, you cut and run like a little girl. You said I had the chat log.
I call it as I see it.
I had the chat logs right here.
And again, first of all, it wasn't 3 hours. It was like 3 hours and 20 minutes. And I just find it wildly convenient that the moment people start calling in and going NHBshow.com, whatever, suddenly that's when you decide to get off the air. Seems a little bit convenient to me.
I was looking for a way out, but as it was. But I was having fun with the troll. If you listen, I called the troll back and left a voicemail telling him to check out NHBshow.com.
That's great.
I'm just saying, I'm pointing out the facts right there, and you are just Mr. Contradictions. But anyways,
successfully dispelled the contradictions. So.
If you'd like to write in with your opinions on whether or not Damon is contradicting himself or not, AIM is up, NHB Live through AIM, Google Talk, and Skype, at NHB Radio for Twitter, or you could go to facebook.com/NHB Radio and post a response to the show announcement.
Yeah, let's see how many do that.
All right. All 14 of you, you have your task.
All right,
Anyway.
listen, for every message that comes in, I will give $5 in Monopoly money.
Well, I don't need Monopoly money. I actually, talk about stupid. I loved the game Monopoly as a kid, and our Monopoly game was missing pieces. And so at some point, the obvious answer would be go to the store, buy a new Monopoly game. But when
That
you're
would
kind
make
of,
sense.
well, when you're a preteen, you don't, exactly have the money to go out to the store and buy a Monopoly game. Or if you do, that be like, boasting your money.
Wait, I forget now, what did Monopoly cost?
I don't even know because I didn't even get to a store that much.
I guarantee if you go to buy it now, it's like $2 because no one buys board games anymore.
I'd guess it's somewhere
Oh, no,
around.
no, it's still expensive because I've looked to buy it and they charge a ridiculously inflated price for it.
I think 20.
Really?
I'd say 20
Oh.
for a board game. There's lots of there's metal pieces, and
There's nothing metal about that game anymore. Come on.
they don't make the board. I mean, the houses and the hotels are plastic, but the
You've always-
actual the car and the wheelbarrow and the battleship and the cannon and all that stuff, those are metal.
I think the last version I saw, they were all plastic.
Really, that
I could
sucks.
be wrong.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Monopoly board game by Hasbro, $19 through Amazon, or you can get it through another seller through Amazon for $12.88.
That's your version that's missing pieces, though.
No, that's a new one. So mine was missing pieces. So now I didn't have the ability to get to a store and buy myself a new game, but I had the ability to get an envelope in the mailbox. So I opened up the instruction manual to the Monopoly game, found the address for Parker Brothers, and wrote them a letter asking if I could get replacement parts. And they sent me a price list for Monopoly game parts. And so I actually filled it out, gave my parents some money so they could write a check, and I mailed in a check and ordered extra Monopoly money, a new set of game pieces, and I think that's all I needed, because then my next door neighbors also had a Monopoly game that was missing half their parts, and they had two Monopoly games. And so I opened them up. I combined all the parts to one good game and one that was leftover pieces. And so I said, well, here's your good game. What do you want with the leftover parts? You can have them. And so and I was still missing some pieces, and I bought the pieces from Parker Brothers. This is how I put together my own Monopoly game. On the cheap.
Wow. There you go, folks. When in doubt, open the book and look for the address. Now you can probably just go to Hasbro.com or whatever and, order the shit online.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you could. And so that was... and thinking back of that, it's like, geez, just go to the store, buy a new one. For $20, you don't have to write a letter.
Now, here's the funny part. There is a Braille Monopoly game, okay? It's print and Braille. So everything, there's first of all, there are all the regular print versions, okay, and the pieces and the houses and stuff like that. Then there's Braille versions of the money, the community chest and chance, which, by the way, the card, you know how small the community chest and the chance and the title deeds are?
Right.
The Braille versions are like 4 times the size of the print versions. Okay, so you go pick up a community chest card. It's like you know how you go and get greeting cards in the store?
Uh-huh.
That's how big the Braille versions of the chance and community chest and the title deeds
I
are.
remember that.
You know what?
And-
I don't read Braille, but I've used the game when I was at a guide dogs thing.
And here's you know how in print Monopoly you could fold the board?
Right.
The board folds in half. Nope, not the Braille version.
No.
Well, the box had to be that big, so you might as well just...
No, you couldn't fold the board. It was a flat board with a plastic overlay that had these little plastic dividers between all the pieces.
Oh,
all
so
the
you could feel
properties.
your way around the board.
Yeah.
So you really
and
could play
the
without...
dice were in Braille, which was great when you accidentally left one out and stepped on it in bare feet. And for all this fabulous convenience, you want to know this game costs like $75.
Oh. You know
I
what?
guarantee if you go to a place like IndependentLivingAids.com or MaxiAids.com, or you just do a search for Braille Monopoly, they still sell it for like $50.
You know what's kind of sad about this? they made the monopoly money more useful to blind people than real money. I mean,
Yeah.
fake money
Exactly.
with Braille on it. I mean, I kind of figured you knew a blind person open the Monopoly game if you open it up and all the bills are folded different ways, you know. But
No, it's all in Braille.
it's all in Braille. You don't have to.
I had one for a while, and people lost pieces.
Yeah,
What the hell was that?
that was a drum fill getting stuck. You know, at my
Again?
joke about well, I need to move my sound effects onto a
You've been
different hard
saying
drive.
this for weeks, and
Well-
you haven't done it.
Well, the thing is if I move it to another hard drive, it won't have the automatic redundancy built in, and then I'm putting it at risk at all being lost. So I can't just move it to another hard drive. I have to build in redundancy.
Gators, you have to make everything way more complicated than it is. Just back up folders to two different drives.
Well, that got complicated, and so I've come up with a system to simplify that, and I won't
Right.
cheat the system.
It's so much simpler.
Well, it would be simpler if the hard drives worked,
You know,
right?
Gators, I'm really glad you haven't built in redundancy for yourself. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't do any more of these, copy this folder there, copy this folder there. It's paired drives. That's how it goes because it's simple. There's no if one of my drives dies, there's no question of which folders were on that drive because it's, okay, this is the mirror of that. Now I have to buy a new drive of the same size and there we go.
What if you delete them? Then what happens?
Well, I have two things here. Now, my internal drives are paired using you could do mirrored paired of drives with dynamic drives in Windows 7. Now, you can't do that for external drives. So my two external 5 terabyte drives, I have a job that runs overnight that automatically syncs up the second drive with the first one. So it's not automatic redundancy right there, but the worst case scenario, I lose a day's worth of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you missed my
Moving on.
point.
Moving on. So, yes. So the app works great for San Francisco transportation. San Francisco transportation, on the other hand. So
Let's
yes,
rewind 15 minutes.
well, I just want to get out the messengers and then get back to the story. That was the whole goal. And so now we're going to do that. So I went record shopping yesterday. And so I finished record shopping at Amoeba. And it's like, all right, let's get the bus back to downtown so I can go find Kristen at the mall. And we can catch Bart back to Hayward. So I'm waiting outside the bus. Now, the 71 bus at the Haight-Ashbury area gets really filled up. There's tons of people standing around the bus stop, cloud of smoke hovering over the crowd of people. And, I walk by, and someone's like, hey, dude, sliced bread, because I was wearing my sliced bread, the greatest thing since bread T-shirt. So, I smiled, I waved, and I decided, I think I'll walk.
Were they all waiting for the Rolling Stones to start playing? Is that,
No, I don't think so. But so the bus pulls up. The bus is already packed with people. More people are packing in there, and I've got very breakable 78s in my bag. So I decide I don't feel like getting in that bus. I think I'll walk a few blocks over that way, and I'll catch the N Muni Rail.
It's the Weird Al song "Come to Life." Another one rides the bus.
No, not this one. I was not riding the bus. No.
Yeah, but I'm saying you would have been that guy.
I would have been, yeah. So I walked over to catch the N car. And so I walk over there. I get to the stop, 2 minutes, N car is going to be there. Great. N car pulls up. I get on. It goes through a few stops. And then before it gets to the tunnel, where there's 2 or 3 stops left before I get to the Powell station, the rail stops, door opens up, the guy starts going, last stop, everyone out, last stop. And it's like, no, this isn't the last stop. You got more. No, central office ordered me to turn around. Last stop. One behind me will get you. Basically, one of the ends caught up to the other end, and you can't have two ends right next to one another. This is bad. So they decided the end that's in front will just start going the other way.
Is this like crossing the streams or something? Like you can't have two ends next to each other?
Yeah, it was. They were piling up, and so they needed to spread the ends out more by having this guy order everyone out and start moving the other direction.
This might cause a rift in the space-time continuum. Two N cars
have collided. Yeah, it's you can't have them too close to each other for too long. So So he basically ordered us all to get out. Now, mind you, this was a packed N car. And so we're all getting out so that he can start going the opposite way, and the N car that's behind him can pull up, which is also packed, and we could all pack into that and be even more packed in. Oh, and then our BART ride home gets stuck behind some traffic. So every stop it kind of stops, and it's like we'll be moving shortly. We got some. We've been told to hold by central office. It's like, come on, this isn't that complicated. Move! You're on a rail. Go that way. So that's mass transit in our area.
Wow, that's riveting.
But at least in San Francisco, the app works right. Whereas in Hayward, the app won't even tell me the right bus. But yeah, they should have an app for the ice cream man at this point. That way you could have a heads up and know, oh, ice cream man's going to be here in 5 minutes. I better walk out there.
Sure. That would be nice. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I don't really think we have that great of an ice cream truck network. There's just 3 trucks that drive around. I've literally heard one come right after the other, and I don't know.
So they're like the N cars.
What? Yeah. Well, see here I think the only time I've ever seen a scenario with the conflict between 2 ice cream trucks was when I was in there was a pool club that's up the street from where I live now. We were kids. And it was Frank's ice cream truck, and he sold all the regular, hard ice cream and stuff. And then you had Little Jimmy's Italian Ice. And one would show up, and all the kids would run out and get one, and then another one would show up later. Well, the one time, the 2 trucks showed up at the same time. And much to the horror of all the kids out there who wanted to get ice cream, I think the 2 drivers of the trucks got into it and started fighting each other. And it's traumatizing to children to see the ice cream man fighting, I guess.
Yeah, because the ice cream man's your friend. He's a nice, friendly guy that gives you frozen treats for green pieces of paper.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like, look, it's not even like it's like if you want an Italian Ice, you're not going to get a UFO or anything like that,
Right.
So.
Well, the thing is, sometimes you settle for one because there's like in our neighborhood, there were there was an ice cream truck that had your various variety of frozen ice cream popsicle-based treats and candy selections. And there was, at some point, an Italian Ice truck started showing up in the area. And usually they didn't come every day. They might come every few days. So if one truck showed up, and that was the day that your parents were feeling generous to give you the $1 to buy something, that's what you got. So, but there were some times that both trucks showed up that day. So if you felt like, getting a chipwich from the ice cream truck, but the Italian Ice truck is driving around and mom and dad say, okay, you can have it. It's like, do you get the Italian Ice or do you wait to see if the other truck shows up and end up with nothing?
The thing with us is like my mom took us it was like every day during the week in the summer, we'd go from like noon to 4. And so you get multiple opportunities, but you never knew when Frank's was going to come back around. But this was never really a complicated issue for us because mom never gave us money for ice cream because the ice cream truck was always too expensive. So we'd go with a bag of chips. We go with a bag of chips and like a thermos of iced tea or Kool-Aid or whatever it was. And once the bag of chips and the thermos of Kool-Aid was gone, we were fucked. There was no drink unless you wanted to drink out of the pool. Which you know better than the drink out of a community pool.
No,
because you got chlorine and pee, you know. And we don't know if the pee came from the kids in the pool or the old people in the pool. So, it's just one of those things. It matters either way.
And every now and then you get a little...
oh, my God, I think I pooped myself.
No, I don't think we ever had that issue. Not that I know of, because there was always the kiddie pool, which was it was a little round pool that, like, all the babies would go...
Oh, the kiddie pool was always yellow.
Yeah. See, the kiddie pool, this was the disadvantage of being blind, because I would always go run through the kiddie pool because it was warmer. The water was warmer in the kiddie pool than it was in the big pool.
Yeah, you know why
that. Now as a grown up, I know why, So, but then you dive into the regular pool, so any pee you had on you got filtered out by the chlorine, So, it was all good.
I guess so.
But the only thing that sucked about joining the community pool was like on really crowded days, we're all in the pool. We're in the big pool, having a good time, messing around with the adults. You had the random adults who would start throwing us around the pool, and we'd love to get thrown up in the air until the lifeguard told us to stop. But then randomly at points in the day, you had the lifeguards would blow the whistle and declare adult swim. That was when all the kids had to get out of the pool so the old people can dunk their heads without getting killed,
Yeah.
So that was when I think all the rebels would decide to pee in the pool before they got out.
Okay? Nice.
And it was Adult Swim always lasted like a half hour or something. And you could tell when Adult Swim was coming to an end because we figured it out pretty quick because along the edge of the pool, we all just stood there waiting. Kids lined up 3 deep all around the edge of the pool. And the moment they blew that whistle, half the water out of the pool from 90 kids diving in. And then as we learned to swim, we learned that once they called Adult Swim, you can just go over to the diving board area because they didn't stop us from doing that. So we'd all, you'd see the line wrapped around the playground 4 times for the diving board.
Oh, that works. Yeah, I remember one time I went to a community pool, and, they all of a sudden they call Adult Swim. And we all get out, and the pool sat there empty for 15 minutes, and I'm like, this is stupid. And then there were 2 people just floating around in the pool. And I'm like, really? They pulled us all out of there so that I could sit there empty, and then these 2 people can float around. This is whatever.
That's when they blow the whistle, you try and dive for them. You're floating in the pool, fucker. Watch this, and just try and dive right on them. Here, have a drink.
Yeah,
your top is getting, your upper parts are getting burned. Let me submerge you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was always great to jump in by the old people and get them all soaking wet because then they cry, goddamn kids.
There. That would work good.
Yeah.
Oh, those suck. All right. Well, I just killed the bit.
What else is new?
It was over anyways. So, yeah, community pool. Now, I just remember the last time we tried to go to community pool, my dad refused to pay the amount they had raised the price to. It's like, oh, let's go to the pool. We get there, and they're like, this is the price. My dad's like, but I'm not staying here the whole day. I'm just here for, an hour. And they're like, no, that's the price to get in. And, so we turned around and left. I'm like, oh, come on, just pay the man. You got money. I have no concept of the value of money. Just give him your green pieces of paper and let's go swimming.
Yeah.
But I remember that pool also had the kiddie pool, and they eventually just gave up on the kiddie pool and closed it permanently because they were tired of having this, piss pool that was always this disgustingly cloudy. God.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing with us is the pool, all through the early 80s, my summer was filled with the community pool. And then we moved to where my parents are still living now. And at the time, we had a built-in above-ground pool. And so from around 1987 until 1990, because in 91, my grandfather died of cancer, and we didn't use the pool. In 92, they took the pool down. So from 87 to 90, we didn't even bother with the pool, which was now up the street. We could walk to it, but we had a pool that was probably about the size of my apartment. Well, no, actually my apartment's smaller.
I was gonna say,
but it was it was one of these pools. You had to go up 3 steps, and you're on a little deck, and then it was from there you can go down a ladder into this 4-foot pool, and it was a rectangular shaped pool, and it had a aluminum or wrought iron or whatever the hell fence around the whole border thing, and to take care of this thing took 4 people.
Right.
I think and every year we used to take the cover off and take bets on what color the water would be this year.
And usually it was green.
Actually, one year it was black.
Wow.
That's
the cover,
impressive.
the cover had holes in it, and all these leaves fell in the pool from all the snow we had gotten the one year, and we took the water. It was black as coffee. It was so black I could tell it was black.
Yeah, I remember, our we had 2 above ground pools growing up. First we got one of these.
Wow, look at you.
Well, first we got one. Well, not at the same time. We upgraded at one point.
Oh, I was gonna say you had 2 at the same time.
No. First we bought the cheapo 3-foot above ground pool that you get from Toys R Us and you install yourself. And you know, after about, you know, a 6-hour day and you're just about getting done digging the level part of ground, you realize, oh dear, this is a bigger project than I thought. And so we put in this pool, and it was great. And it came with a filter, and it came with a filter that was just powerful enough to be almost useless, because every year the water turned green. And not that would stop us from swimming in it, but it was kind of disgusting swimming in this green.
Oh God, Gators is radioactive.
Yeah, it looked pretty disgusting, and we would, you know, put, you know, chlorine in it, or, you know, put more chlorine in it, but it would still turn green, and we vacuum it. Well, the problem with vacuuming is, you know, the algae would sometimes settle to the bottom of the pool, and the vacuum would kick up just as much of it as it sucked up. And then it'd be all cloudy mess. My dad'd be like, "Well, you need to push more gently." And I'm like, "Well, you vacuum it then." You know. Oh, but
I don't know what was up with you guys' pools. Ours was fairly well kept.
No, I mean we vacuumed it regularly, and we Camel gave. I guess, but we ended up
chlorine in once a week.
We did.
That's good.
We had the floating thing with the chlorine tablets, and, you know, if we needed to, we shocked the pool to, you know, get an extra high chlorine level, try to kill things, but it would always turn green partway into the season. And we upgraded the filter, bought a new filter for it, and that helped. And then then when that pool had run its course, we put in a 4-foot pool, and that, you know, you hire someone to put that in, so you don't have to deal with digging the pad for that. And that one, I mean, I think it turned green a few times, but at that point, my parents figured out, you bring in a sample of the water to the pool place, they analyze it, and they sell you like 3 buckets of stuff, and you dump the 3 buckets of stuff in there, and a week later, crystal clear. It was, you know,
yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, we weren't putting the right stuff in there.
See, it sucks when you're a kid because you'll wait, like opening day, you're doing all this work, and it's all like, oh, we just want to get in the pool, and then you pull the cover back and you see the water's some cloudy blue, like green, orange, whatever the hell color it was, and then you throw the chemicals in, you wait, and every day you wake up in the morning, you run to the kitchen window, look out in the backyard, oh, it's not clear yet, and then when it gets clear, you're all ready to jump in, and then you got to test the pH levels and the chlorine, and it's like, so we're all standing around the pool, nope, can't go in, give it a few more hours, wait, can't go in, no, give it a few more hours, finally, it's all great. And then we all dive in, and half the water flies out of the pool. And then you realize the water's freezing cold.
Yeah.
So you got to wait till like the middle of July to get a few 90-degree days before the water feels comfortable to go in. And then you can't get us out of the pool. Like, how many times, like, and the poor bastard, whoever got out there and got the raft, and you're all laying out on the raft, relaxing, until the other one comes in and decides they're going to capsize the raft by jumping from the edge of the pool and crashing into you, sending you tumbling into the water and the raft over backwards so they can steal it before you come up above water again.
Right.
And that was an hour of you get the raft for a whole 30 seconds before someone else jumps on you.
Now, did you ever have to deal with the solar cover?
No.
No, because our pool came with a solar cover. And, well, here's my first experience with the solar cover was our neighbor's pool. And to me, the solar cover was the most annoying thing in the world because, you know, be playing with the next door neighbor. It'd be like, hey, Jen, how about we go swimming in your pool? You know, I'll go get on my bathing suit. Oh, we can't. The cover's on. I'm like, what do you mean the cover's on? The solar cover to make it warmer. I don't get that thing off of there. Let's go swimming. And they'd leave it on for like a week to warm up the water. And it's like, you know, damn it, what's the use of this? But then we had our pool, and it came with the solar cover, which for those who don't know what we're talking about, it's just, it was like bubble wrap kinda, and that this clear bubble wrap film that you put on top of the pool so that it would trap the heat in there and warm the water up faster. And one season the water was cold. We didn't even want to go swimming in it, so I decided, screw this, we're not swimming. I'm putting the solar cover on there. So I put the solar cover on there. My dad took it off the next day and was like, no, I don't want to use that. And I'm like, but we're not swimming in it. Let's get it on there for a week and warm up that damn water.
Right. No, we never had a solar cover.
Well,
our solar cover was wait for it to get humid for a few days. And then the humidity would break and the water would be great. And then you get that one night it drops down to 52.
Oh.
And the next day, it's like someone threw an ice bucket into the water, and you didn't want to go swimming.
Put fucking covers on your pools.
Oh, it's Liam.
Now it's official. It's NHB squared.
We never had a cover on our goddamn pool, and there were always dead gnats in it.
You had gnats in your pool?
What?
Yeah, and then you had to like filter them out with like a screen filter.
Yeah, that's why
that's
had
the skimmer.
The skimmer. You know,
skimmer.
Yeah, because he had the leaves that would fall in, and it'd be like, can you just cut down these trees so I don't have to keep skimming the leaves out?
Yeah, we'll just go and cut down trees so that gators can, we'll kill the environment a little bit more so gators cannot have leaves in his pool.
Well, I remember one year, one of the trees got knocked down in a storm, and it was the one that dropped a bunch of leaves in the pool, and it luckily fell away from the pool, and that was great. It's like, yay, goodbye tree. And it was much better the next season.
We never had this problem with temperatures.
Well, that's because you live like you can go swimming at Christmas. That does not compute to me.
Well, Christmas is in summer for them, so
Christmas
yes.
is summer.
No. That's illegal. It should be banned.
Oh, we lost Liam. Oh, darn.
I think Liam lost interest because
he just wanted to talk about his dead gnats. And
he wanted to
go
talk about dead gnats, and he's going to go back to watching hockey.
Yeah.
Liam would rather watch hockey.
It's only a matter of time before the sports events start interfering on Wednesdays at 8,
Well, you know what? I mean, that's really not my problem. See, if he decides he can't do the show, then I can't do the show because I don't even have a mixer right now.
Well, he's back, so...
my mixer... Sorry, guys, my microphone's having problems.
Oh, that sucks.
I thought you were going to fix that.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it, Damon. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, listen, don't start shit with me, okay?
Don't start shit with me.
Yeah.
Oh, here we all thought it was going to be me and Damon that was going to be fighting this whole show, and then...
listen, he's just mad.
Fuck you, I'll fight you too, Gators. Let's go.
He's just mad. He's mad because his Bears lost again.
Oh, fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
Care.
Sir Mars writes in, hey, I've been swimming in summer. And writes in, remember, it's been like in the 80s during Christmas here before.
No, this is wrong, okay? Christmas is supposed to have snow.
The 80s? You wouldn't go swimming in the 80s if my... Yeah.
Yeah, we would go swimming in the 80s.
Cold. Yeah.
What? The 80s is not cold.
High 80s, maybe?
No, we go swimming in the 80s.
We go swimming in the 70s.
Yeah, we would.
All right. Swimming
the sun was out, we go swimming. I mean, it didn't matter,
Definitely not before 30 Celsius.
30 Celsius. Now I got to do some math. Thank you.
Right. See, yeah, now we have to break out conversion tables and shit. Thanks, Emily.
Hey, Siri, what's 30 Celsius and non-fucked up Celsius?
That's Fahrenheit.
That's 86.
Well, fuck you too, Siri.
86.
All right, thanks.
Apparently, you don't go swimming until it's 86 in Australia.
Where you start.
Let me tell you something. I went down to the beach today, to the boardwalk, and it was like 80 degrees, and it really felt warmer. And we had a breeze coming off the water, and it felt great, but it's like it was hot on that boardwalk.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, his microphone must be acting up again. Sir Mars writes in, there's something wrong when you see Santa Claus in Bermuda shorts and a Hawaiian T-shirt.
I can't compute this whole thing of like, it's summer. It's summer in December and like Christmas, and you're outside putting shrimp on the Barbie. No.
I love the Aussie Christmases. Like, we would always get pool toys under the tree, and so one of the first things that we'd do, like 8 o'clock in the morning, as soon as we finish breakfast, is go out to the pool with our new toys, and we'd pretty much just stay there all of Christmas. And we'd have like a barbecue or something, and it's great. And there'd be a storm in the evening or afternoon, because there's always storms in summer.
Now, was that a special occasion that you'd eat kangaroo?
No, you don't need a special occasion to eat kangaroo.
Oh, I thought kangaroo was a special occasion meal.
Down there, they sing "I'm Dreaming of a Wet Christmas."
That could be taken more ways than one. Oh, man, we keep getting and losing Liam. You know what we should do? We should talk about Liam's production work lately. It's another opportunity to play. Now, as we all know, I recently was gracious and allowed Liam to interview me for your show. You know,
you didn't allow, it just happened.
No, he interviewed me, and then he doctored the audio. He completely messed up the interview and added in this whole manufactured thing about me jumping out a window, which obviously was manufactured, because if I jumped out a window on 10 stories high, would I be here right now doing the show? I mean,
Gators, even in death, nobody wants you, so they sent you back.
Whatever. So here's how Liam says the interview went.
We have an exclusive interview with Gators from the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Mr. Gators, what was your response when you found out Damon wasn't bringing his show back to the network? What did you say to Damon to try to keep him from leaving?
I love you.
And what was Damon's response?
It's too late, baby, now it's too late.
Well, obviously Damon left and started his own stream. How does that make you feel?
Alone again, naturally.
It's not all bad though, Mr. Gators. You still have co-hosts. Can you describe them? Apparently, your listener base has been shrinking due to everyone going to Damon's server. What are your thoughts?
Is there anybody listening?
Mr. Gators, it seems everyone has ran out on you, including a number of shows. You must be really upset. It seems shows have been leaving the station in droves. Who's left?
Doom.
Anyone else?
Doom.
Surely there are other shows on the network.
Doom.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Gators. So with everyone leaving, including Liam and Damon and all these other shows, how do you feel? What will you do now that all the funny is gone from the network? Oh my, where will you jump from?
Out the window here I go, out the window here.
Mr. Gators, it can't possibly be that bad. Mr. Gators, don't! Oh my goodness! Mr. Gators just jumped out of our 10th-story window and landed right on a poor bystander's head. This is what he had to say before Gators landed on him.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
This has been a special report from the No Holds Barred Radio Show News Network. I guess I better go outside with a bucket and a mop and clean up.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
So yeah, completely doctored.
Sounds legitimate to me, folks.
I see. I came back just in time.
Yeah.
Gators
is already out of material, Liam, so he's playing our bits now.
You doctored the interview. That's not at all how it went. I was there. I should know.
I think the audio speaks for itself.
No, well, I have the real. Hey, Mr. Gators. The real, unedited, unaltered interview.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Right
sure.
here. No, this is.
We'll see who has the doctored audio and who doesn't.
Here's how the interview really went.
We have an exclusive interview with Gators from the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Mr. Gators, what was your response when you found out Damon wasn't bringing his show back to the network?
I hope you had the time of your life.
What did you say to Damon to try to keep him from leaving? And what was Damon's response?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Well, obviously Damon left and started his own stream. How does that make you feel? It's not all bad though, Mr. Gators. You still have co-hosts. Can you describe them?
Crazy.
Apparently, your listener base has been shrinking due to everyone going to Damon's server. What are your thoughts? Mr. Gators, it seems everyone has ran out on you, including a number of shows. You must be really upset.
You never really know who your friends are.
It seems shows have been leaving the station in droves. Who's left?
Doom.
Anyone else?
Video bam.
Surely there are other shows on the network.
Take it or leave it.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Gators. So with everyone leaving including Liam and Damon and all these other shows. How do you feel?
I feel fine.
What will you do now that all the funny is gone from the network?
Mop, mop, mop the floor. Scrub it high and scrub it low.
I guess I better go outside with a bucket and a mop and clean up.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Okay.
And I must say, Liam, that was really nice of you to offer to help me mop up at the end there. It was.
Wait a minute. I could prove that your interview is bullshit, Gators.
Oh, really?
First of all, like, that answer that the mop the that made no damn sense.
Well,
what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna mop the floor. That's what I'm gonna do.
And
floor needs to be mopped.
And your answer of why should I care? And I hope, first of all, Mister, I hope you have the time of your life. Went on the 10-minute tirade on the telethon about my not coming back to the network. Well, so we all know that answer's bullshit.
Well, the name of the song that's from is Good Riddance.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Good Riddance. And then you're like, why should I care? But apparently you do care because you took the name of my show.
Well,
so,
whatever, But
whatever, yeah, exactly.
The thing I found interesting, though, is that the tone of the interview made it sound as if all the shows that left NHB were getting away from me. Whereas, really, it seems more like a bunch of shows left NHB to get away from you, and then you decided to follow suit. And now it's like they all left me. They didn't leave me.
Damon, he was doing his best Dickie Goodman impression where the answers make no sense.
That's true. Yeah.
That's what he was doing. He was doing a more authentic Dickie Goodman experience.
They all made sense.
For the record, I gave you the video vamp answer. I gave that one to you.
I knew that I was going to do that before you gave me that one. That one was so obvious. You didn't have to give it to me.
Where the hell did you find a song that said "Take It or Leave It"?
Well, the name of the song
that's a really good question.
The name of the song is "Take It or Leave It." I did like a Google search for like "Take It or Leave It" song lyrics.
I've done the same things. I can't Gators. Have you heard "Hey Snaggletooth" yet?
I did hear that, and that was hilarious.
See, that one's good, and it doesn't make fun of anybody that matters.
Yes, it does.
And I need to. I think some point when we're off the streams, I'm going to have to start asking questions relating to chicken nuggets because clearly there's a story there you're not telling.
Oh yeah. But we're going to leave it that way.
See, Liam,
but it could fit a number of people though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people who like chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it's in many varying ways.
Yes. Chicken nuggets is a universal topic that we can all relate to.
Some people like chicken nuggets so much it's amazing what they'll barter to get them.
I know. They'll even barter themselves.
This isn't about someone I know, is it?
Well,
how do you know this person? Actually,
it's not about someone you know in person, but it's about someone. It could be about someone you've heard.
Oh. All right, we'll have to talk off the air. But that was a good bit. That was you did a great job with the water gargling sound effects on that. I was listening to because I did listen to the podcast because
Liam had to go through great personal sacrifice to do that interview. So.
I did. I'm still having like nightmares about that whole concept.
Not to mention he's still picking remnants out of his mustache.
Remnants of what? I don't even want to think about it.
I don't think that that requires chemical analysis. Yeah. So
good thing.
And there goes his mic.
Oh, there goes his. Is this what your next show's going to be like?
Wait. I know what this is. Liam's doing an impression of what my old headset mic used to do back in the day.
Oh, is that what you did with that headset? You sent it to Liam.
I sent it. No, I threw it out, but I guess Liam went through my garbage and needed a mic.
Yeah, I need a mic. Oh, here we go. Brand new. Good as new.
Good as new, yeah. You just had to pick all the chicken nuggets out of it.
It works as good as it ever did. Oh, jeez. But yeah, that was the real interview. I don't know where all this window jumping.
Yeah, the real interview was the first one you played.
No, it was the second one. Hey, if you download both of those, you'll even see mine is called The Real Hey Mr.
That's
Gators.
Right, 'cause according to Gators, if you put the word real in front of it, that automatically means it's true.
Well, it's on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Using Gators logic. That's what I'm calling it. Gators logic says All you have to do to legitimize something is put the word real in front of it.
Well, I would think that.
And also spell my stage name correctly.
I don't need to spell your stage name correctly.
Oh, but my file has Gators spelled like Gators.
I like putting a Z at the end of it, okay? Deal with it.
Oh, whatever.
If I was able to write it, I'd write the Z backwards just to annoy you that much more.
I like it that way too, actually. And that's why I did it that way, because I wanted it to be different.
Okay. Whatever.
What the fuck is wrong with this? I paid $200 fucking for this thing, and it's acting like Damon's headset mic.
And I only paid like $39 for that headset mic.
God damn it.
What mic is that?
It's the Procaster.
Yeah. Well,
the Rode.
You know what it is? You know what it is, Liam? It's protesting that we're on the other place.
No, I said Procaster, not protester. You blind and
fucking I know you said
pile.
Listen, you fuckbag, okay? I'm not saying...
And there goes again.
Keep going. Keep going.
Electrons are being lost left and right as we speak.
My next Liam interview is going to be, so get...
Oh my God, I think we got our new bit. Hey, Mr. Liam.
Yeah.
Fail, Liam, fail.
I just got to come up with 10 questions, put random, breaking up voice, and there we go. There's Hey, Mr. Liam.
Gators, don't strain yourself working so hard, okay?
When have I ever?
That's the point. Because remember, folks, the real NHB radio show, we actually put work into it.
No, I'm the real NHB radio show.
Not.
You're just the NHB radio show.
Listen, Case Records, 1993, okay? Your show, not even a month old, okay?
That's then, but, go look on the internet right now, and if you go to nhbradio.com, the website for the No Holds Barred Radio Network, you see listed on the schedule is Wednesdays at 8, the real No Holds Barred Radio Show.
And then so then maybe if someone falls for that mindless, stupid logic, then they hear Gators and they go, wait, this isn't the real NHB Radio Show, because everyone knows the real NHB Radio Show is hosted by Damon Fabrio and Liam Irvin.
No, the No Holds Barred Radio Show is hosted by Damon and Liam.
That's misdirection.
The real No Holds Barred Radio Show is hosted by Gators now.
I think it works now.
Yeah.
I heard you.
So.
Besides, if you listen to our last show, you remember we decided that we were going to do different things with the show each week instead of having me just host it, and we wrote out a whole schedule. Like October 1st, we're going to keep looping the song "I Get a Kick Out of Corn" for 3 hours.
Yeah, he knows how to get listeners, Damon. We could take some real lessons.
October 8th, we're going to loop the Doll song and add Leonard Nimoy clips to it.
Why don't you just fucking loop the Rugrats Happy Happy Joy Joy thing?
Oh,
or the happy song. It's a happy song.
We can fit that in somewhere next year. We already got the whole schedule for this year.
Yeah.
October 15th is the bowling loop just for 3 hours.
Let's go bowling.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, in November we're gonna run some Mama's Family reruns.
I might be there for that.
There you go.
Traitor.
I like Mama's Family. God damn it.
Actually, November 12th, we're going to have Venison host a show, a financial advice with Venison. So you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that one. Just do the opposite of everything he says.
That's if he could maintain his connection.
Yeah, exactly. Well, November 26th.
Oh, you said connection.
Connection.
Oh, sorry. Well,
You all know he can't maintain an erection unless a boy's in the room.
Yeah. And November 26th, we're going to let the Gimp host the whole show. So
that's a good idea. We should do that, Damon.
Yeah, we should. Actually, the Gimp already does host the show. His name's Johnny Gators.
Hold on a second. No, there's only one Gimp, and that's the original Gimp in Bucksport, Maine.
No, but hold on. If you put the word real in front of it, the real Gimp, which I'm now dubbing as Johnny Gators.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's stupid.
That's stupid.
Hey, I never said my bit wasn't stupid, but I'm doing it, and it's on the site, and that's how it is.
Okay. Liam, all right, so here's the thing, Liam. Now we know.
What do the listeners feel? See, it comes down to what do the listeners prefer?
The listeners would have to do this thing called writing in, which they don't do on the
Well, the thing is that my listener counts have not actually dropped ever since this has happened.
Yeah, you can't go any lower than 0. So
well,
I mean,
no, we're usually in the 25 range. It's been a pretty steady 25, and I know you think that's low, but I don't care. I'm having fun still, and you've not really stolen many listeners from me. So the listeners just listen to what they want to listen to, and some listeners listen to both shows simultaneously and write the messages in to the wrong shows.
No, actually, no. The listener that
My last stand.
He only listens to our show, but I think. I have a feeling he may have been doing that on purpose, even though we didn't tell him to.
No, actually, he did at some point write into me that he was doing it on purpose and had both shows on.
How could you listen to both shows at the same time? I mean, how could you even follow?
Well, it's kind of like that football program you were talking about, where it just keeps going back and forth between the different games, and you can't follow the thing that's going. Yeah,
here's the thing,
it's kind of like that.
Gators, here's the thing. Your show's hard to listen to because you already have about an entire football team's worth of people co-hosting your show. So it's hard enough to comprehend the shit that's going on just on your show alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like.
Sorry, I was typing a response to someone. I was only half paying attention to you. But we got a caller calling in right now. Hello there, caller. Goodbye, caller. Okay.
Wow. I see they know how to use a phone on this network, too.
Well, they know that. Step 1, dial number. Step 2, wait for ring.
Answer.
Step 3, hang up. There you go.
Liam. You still there, Liam?
Sort of.
Oh, well, all right. So based on what we've just learned, Liam, we don't have to work too hard for the next month and a half.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
No,
you're.
Well, I don't know. I think Damon's going to have to do all the talking for the next.
Yeah, fuck it, Damon. You're going to do the show Wednesday.
Great.
God damn it.
Because I don't have enough to do.
No, this isn't. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I'm not really sure. Like,
I'm USB.
Did you check your TCP/IP settings?
Oh God.
Let me hold on. Let me see. What is that? NetView. No. IPCFG, right?
IP config.
IP config.
There you go.
IP config.
Actually, no, Liam. It's format C:/U.
/Damon. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there paper in the paper tray?
I'd love to get formatted right now.
Is that like a? Is that like
Come on, Liam. Spit it out. You can do it.
While the mic's still working.
I was trying to.
Just what he's.
Fuck is wrong with this thing?
It's called a dead cable, dude.
All right, what's the make and model of that mic so we know what not to buy?
See, the mic's fine, and this is a brand new cable.
Is it plugged into the mixer?
No, Damon, it's plugged into my ass.
I don't know. It could be a USB mic, okay?
That could be the problem.
That's why you're randomly hearing farts coming out of it.
It's a loose connection in your ass. You need to tighten your ass muscles.
After what happened to him last...
There's been... God damn it. There's been too many things in there.
After what happened to him last Wednesday, or, I can kind of understand why he's having problems with his ass.
I don't think it was my ass that got violated.
Well, if you change the cable and it's not the mic, try plugging it into a different channel on the board.
Here we go. Troubleshoot with Gators.
Troubleshoot with Gators.
And I know this because for many years I used channel 1 until it got worse and worse and worse. And then by the time I gave up on it, I found out all the other channels sucked too.
He's using the same board that I sent him in like 2003.
I like this board.
I know it's a Mackie 1202. It's a good board.
Yeah,
well, it was.
Mackies are pretty easy to use too.
I could get Sweetwater's got a deal on them, so I could get a new one, but I don't really want a new one. I like this one. It's my friend.
You've bonded with it. You've been intimate with it.
You've got DNA samples all over it.
Yeah.
Well, there were DNA samples all over it when I got it. What's your point?
That wasn't for me.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I jerked off over the 1402, not over the 1202, okay?
Oh, okay.
That was a bigger board. And
we all know Damon likes them bigger, so... Yeah.
Well, maybe Steve did.
That could be.
Well, he would have had to have wedged himself back into the corner of that room pretty good.
Who knows, man? Who knows what Cowboy Steve's doing?
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I just figured it out. That mixer was here when the original NHB staff picnic happened. So maybe Jay did it.
Oh.
Or Sloan.
Maybe the J squared or Sloan.
Well, these ports are small and square, some of them. So actually, you might be right.
Maybe it was the J squared robot. Yeah.
Oh, it's a mixer.
I miss the J squared robot.
Oh, I got 12 inputs. Woo.
Woo.
You know, I think we need to find the replacement electric modules to bring the J squared robot back into service from the scrap pile.
Yeah, well, Liam needs a mixer that will do it.
Damon, get Liam a mixer that will do it.
I need a mixer
girl
myself.
that'll do it.
I need a mixer myself.
You had a mixer. You gave it up. What do you need one for now?
I don't. Well, the whole point of having the mixer is so I can play like audio into the Team Talk room, which I can't do now through my current setup. But I mean, it's not
Did you check
mandatory.
your TCP/IP set? Wait, what?
That's a family guy thing, Gators.
I told Damon if I wasn't a lazy fuck, I'd actually write something where he could like remotely play sounds off this machine, but that would require work, and I don't feel like it because I do enough work anyways.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, if I was doing work, I'd figure out how to use more of the effects on this board, and maybe I'd make a Damon F robot or something. I don't.
The Gators robot.
The Gators robot.
I want a Gators robot. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, there you go. There's your new co-host.
It's in quad.
His Winky would be like the size of a that you can stick into the hole of a 78.
Yeah. Yeah, ouch. That's about right.
Gators, you're not supposed to agree with that.
Well, that means I've got girth. That's a good thing, right?
No.
78s had the smaller.
78. I thought you meant 45s.
He said 78.
Oh. Well, it's not. Okay, never mind. I meant 45s. It's more like a 45, but yeah, it'd be like, whoa, it's in quad.
So instead of stars on 40, was it cocks on 45?
There we go. I don't have a sound effect that finishes. Oh wait, I do have a. There we go. There, something like that.
Yeah. Dear God.
It's the J squared robot beats off game.
See, here's the beauty. See, I can't really say anything. I'm so happy that Liam is just showing up every week and like doing production that I'm just not even going to ask for anything else.
All right, Remix Man tweets in, okay, so 64 kbps MP3. You got anything higher? This sounds like shit. Well, I believe if you go to NHBRadio.com, there are several streams you could choose to listen to. And we might not have, 64... Well, the MP3 64 and the OGG is 64, but I think the OGG sounds better.
I can proudly say NHBShow.com finally has automation that doesn't repeat the same fucking thing every 5 minutes anymore.
Willing to put money on that?
Hey, I fucking set up all the rotation rules, so it better not.
If it does, we're going after Ross at Station Playlist.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm running this on a fucking. I have a computer. I have a second computer in this room. You guys want to know how dedicated I am? I set up a second machine. Just to run it.
Wow.
Yeah, I already have a second machine set up that I do my show on.
Like I said, I'm just happy that Liam's all into it. It's like,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir Morris writes in, hey, Damon can play sounds on Team Talk. Just use virtual audio cable and Reaper. Works fine.
It's getting too complicated.
That's too much for Damon's tiny brain.
Yeah, it is.
A masked gator tweets in, I knew these guys would come back to me. It only took a month. Mwahahaha.
Who is a masked gator?
He's a gator with a mask on.
I think that the person who wrote that in is suggesting that that's the real me in disguise.
No, he's saying you're masked. Like it's a masked gator. I don't know.
It's basically it's a fake Gators account, right? Again, as me.
Wow, Gators, I'm glad you can get what's going on there.
Oh, I get it.
I'm very proud of you.
No, that was funny. I like that. Oh, wait, Liam, is that you? Are you masked?
Maybe the masked Gators will listen to your show instead.
There we go. I always listen to my show.
Yeah, then we can ask will the real Johnny Gators please stand up?
I'm standing up now. All right, Sir Mars writes in,
that's
Og
there.
sounds better. So there you go. Go with Og. If you don't like that, then, go listen to Automation on NHBstream.com. I don't care.
NHBshow.com.
NHBshow.com.
Dear God.
NHB Show, NHB Stream, whatever. It's
Butt Compass.
No, NHB Stream Butt Compass.
Butt Compass.
Butt
What is
sausage.
Butt always points in magnetic north.
That's right.
Butt darts.
Because you have so many piercings in it that it just points north.
Just don't walk by a magnet, man.
I wonder if people have ever gotten their butt pierced.
Yes, Devo did.
What?
I'm sorry that I asked that question.
On an episode of Jackass. No, your Jackass episodes.
He got his butt pierced?
Yeah.
Now, wait. Let's clarify that. Are we talking about the cheek?
One cheek to the other cheek.
Oh, no.
How does he poop?
Well, he only did it for like 10 seconds.
I don't care.
And then they took it out and put bandages on it.
Damon, he got it pierced with like a mesh screen.
I hope it had a release. Because that just.
You've not watched every episode of Jackass?
No, I don't watch TV.
Oh,
that's why
he doesn't know what TV is.
I don't.
Let's see if I can
That's
find
why
it.
I still have a brain.
What brain?
What do you mean, what brain?
Yeah, what brain?
Sir Mars writes in, that's called a trailer hitch.
Okay.
Trailer hitch?
Where'd Emily go? That's the big question.
Oh, she
He's
had.
scared away.
Well, when you have 3 kids, sometimes you got to walk.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I have 0 kids.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all.
I just have the prototype swimming around in my sack.
We've all decided that the world doesn't need more of us.
You don't need little Liams running around. Could you imagine? Well, I'm done.
Yeah.
And we really listen. I'm 40 years old now, so like that sperm is aging. First you got to find a woman who will accept my sperm. First of all, which I'm really
well. We found one that accepted it, but she also accepted everyone else.
I'm so tempted to say something at this moment.
Just swing by the drive-through on the way home.
Said individual seems to go through a guy a year, so I think she's starting on her next season.
Year?
Yeah.
Wow, that's slow.
She went after 4 guys at the same time.
Oh. Okay. Wow, they must have offered a value meal.
That's what you call a happy meal.
I don't know how happy you'd be after that.
The guys would be happy.
Until they saw her.
Well, there is that.
This is the easiest Student Bob show ever done.
All I'm going to say is I just plead temporary insanity because of my breakup with my ex.
Temporary?
Yeah.
You're still insane. You're doing a show with me. What does that tell you?
I have good taste in co-hosts.
Hey, if you had the opportunity, you'd be at that drive-through picking up chicken nuggets so quick.
No,
absolutely not.
No, not now.
Gators, no, because I don't want to catch anything.
A Masked Gator
catch anything.
A Masked Gator tweets in, I love that I get credit for knowing what's going on, even though I planned this weeks ago.
Good for you. You want a cookie?
God damn it! Get out of my house. You're gonna say you want a cookie?
No, that's not Atkins friendly.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think of more veiled references, Damon, and nothing comes to mind.
Look, the fact of the matter is that, at least over on this network, I blew out the whole story shortly after it happened.
Well, it's pretty obvious because it was on this network anyways.
Yeah, so I don't know why we're even talking in code. It's not like said individual listens. Said individual is currently north of the border, shall we say.
North of the border.
Well, how is that a shall we say? They are.
Yeah.
North of which border?
The border.
US border.
Okay. Oh, Canada.
Thank you, Gators.
Something like that.
So
Thank you,
so
Mr. Geography.
So she's done everyone in the United States and has moved on to Canada to start in another country. Is what
well, I don't
you know what? You might be Gators might be right.
Wait a minute. So what's B Spot up to?
Uh-oh.
Have we heard from B Spot in a while?
B Spot.
Well, he's not blind, so he's exempt.
Yeah, because only blind people go after this individual.
He could put on a blindfold if it means getting some. I mean,
yeah, but hold on. There's a problem. I wonder if his nuts have ever healed from the 2012 incident.
That's actually made things more aerodynamic. I mean, less wind resistance. So it allows him to move faster. Actually.
I guess now he's gone from Mr. Geography to Mr. Physics.
Yeah. Why
what
not?
do you do, like sack physics? What's going on here?
Sack physics.
Sack physics.
Well, you see, the wind resistance here, and the now you have the hole.
That all depends on if the sack is floppy or if it's tightened up. Or wait, how do I know this?
Well,
how do you know this?
It's Canada, so it's pretty
cold. So can we get B-Spot on the horn and ask him if he has a floppy sack?
No, I don't want to know this.
All right, let's see if we can find him.
No.
Let's see if he's online, because he uses the username 2 Girls 1 Cup. So let's look for 2 Girls 1 Cup.
2 Girls 1 Cup.
That's his Skype username.
What?
Now that you've given it out.
I've given this out several times on the show, actually.
Now you all know what his Skype name is. Message him and ask him about the status of his nuts. Are they floppy? Are they...
He's not online.
Does he have a smooth, wrinkle-free sack?
Well, I could send you pictures.
Why don't you describe the pictures?
Wait, that won't work.
What?
I'm sorry.
Why do you have pictures?
Well, because I've never deleted any staff list pictures, and after it happened, he operated on himself to remove the BB, and he sent pictures of the staff list.
That's right, I do remember that. That was one of the days I was grateful.
Did he get banned from Stickam too?
No, because he didn't do it on Stickam. He just sent the pictures.
Oh, he was the smart one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have co-hosts running around flopping their ass in front of fans.
Look, I didn't know he was doing it.
I'm so glad I didn't have Stickam up during that show.
Liam, we've all established that it wasn't your fault.
Damon, I had my own problems at the time.
Yes, I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, two bottles of watermelon pucker.
It sounded like...
Let's see.
Actually, I kind of want some watermelon pucker.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of, I'm thinking some sounds good.
Wednesday.
And Liam actually passed up on a whole bottle of watermelon pucker once.
Well, we know why I passed up on watermelon pucker.
Like, don't let my grandmother see that. You take that back.
All right, here. Well, Liam, look. Here's the deal. If I get approved for this apartment, okay, I'll actually have room where people can come visit. You come out to Jersey. We'll get watermelon pucker. I'll make sure there's a bucket nearby with French fries and chicken nuggets. And Noah said
no chicken nuggets.
No chicken nuggets. Yeah, we don't want someone else coming to visit. And we'll reenact 2007. I'm not buying Bengay though.
I don't want to put anything on my balls anymore.
That's good.
That wasn't very smart.
No, that was kind of stupid. But
so then, when I puke in the bucket, can I drink out of it?
I'll just make sure I run a mic into the other rooms.
You know what else is going to go on? You
were dead, and I stuck my cock in your ass.
See, that's what I'm afraid of.
No. That was only in a game.
I will toss a salad.
No, that doesn't happen either. I don't eat salad. I only eat Caesar salads.
Well, put some dressing on it. Whatever helps you.
Knowing my luck, he'll nickname my asshole Caesar.
More wiener.
Nothing like digging up the old.
What did you say that?
Yeah. And then people wonder why I don't want to come back here. Then people dig that shit up.
Shit, I'm going to dig that up now. Hey, Gators, let's set up a Dropbox.
Yeah, okay. Let's.
I have that sound effect if you really want it that bad.
I don't want anything from me that bad.
And don't forget everyone's favorite.
You are listening to Damon Damn
hard drive.
Fabrio.
Hey, that was cool. That was awesome, actually.
Yeah, I hate this hard drive. I need to move it off of there.
I can make you feel better. Just let me stick my tongue in your crack.
That was meant for a girl.
Sure it was.
It was.
I hate hangovers.
That's not incriminating.
I think I've already done that.
Yeah.
See, I already know what's happening. Liam's collecting isolations, and next thing you know, there's going to be a new host spotlight hosted by Liam Irvin.
Oh, man.
It's going to be, it'll be a new Damon and the other guy.
Shit.
Remember what happened to poor, not poor J Squared, but poor Chris. He got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't even his fault.
But he was there.
Looks like I'm going to have to cancel my next show to tune in to hear what Liam comes up with there.
That's all right, because remember, I got my desktop back. And if you really want me to fire back, I can oblige you.
That's it.
Guy, some fucking work. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Listen, fuck off. I've done work as much as I could do, considering my shit's been broken.
Well, okay, you know what? I'll be fair. I have an isolation of me. This week, I was in Sacramento and blew 20 people.
Yeah. Don't worry. I got plenty of time at work to go through shows, so...
Well, good. Go through shows and clip things for animation so that fucking NHB Burns in Hell is the new Mike versus Mike anymore.
Yeah, we have our own Mike versus Mike.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, there you go.
It's called NHB, and it's the same bit. It's also still in this automation. It's NHB Burns in Hell and repents for its sins.
Okay, well, Guy Dragon tweets in, yeah, Damon blew out the whole story, the whole cheerleading team, the entire cast of Golden Girls, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
No, I didn't blow out
the cast of Golden Girls? That's gross.
I wonder what they offered her. Oh, wait, is he trying to say that was about me?
That was about you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I did the cast of Golden Girls, no.
All right, so that was about 1 hour, 16 minutes into there. I can fix that up.
Bring it, Gators.
Oh.
I haven't started on you yet.
I've been waiting for 5 years, Damon.
I know, and that's why I haven't, because it's annoying you that I haven't done anything.
Okay, whatever.
Now, see, and the best part is I already got mine. I did mine, so I'm good.
Yeah, and I fixed it.
You didn't fix shit.
You made it worse.
Yeah, you took all the funny out.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, let me tell you. I played both of them for my wife. She laughed at mine.
Of course she did.
Really? Boy, who would have guessed? Gator's
that would
wife
be like if I had a
his.
girlfriend, she'd laugh at mine, Gators. That doesn't work.
Well, Liam,
actually,
I thought
she would laugh at mine, but that's a different story. Thank you.
Yeah.
So wait, your wife...
I would fuck the Arthur.
Wait, your wife didn't even laugh once at Liam's bit?
No, she didn't.
Well, that means
no,
you've
I thought it was funny, but she didn't laugh out loud during it, but she laughed out loud when I played mine.
See, the sad thing is it's my own bit, and I cackle like crazy whenever I hear it.
I actually think the one you did the other day was better.
Oh, yeah, Gators, you got to play that at some point.
Let's see. Do you have that on Dropbox?
Yeah, hold on, I'll get you a link to it.
Okay. Yeah, I won't.
I mean, yeah, hold on.
What the hell?
Yeah, because it's pretty funny.
It is.
Honestly, like, it's...
This is the one thing that the two opposing, similarly named shows can agree on.
Yeah, this is great. See, now we can find common ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Gators wasn't, involved with that individual. Well, then again, neither were you.
Thank God.
Yeah, I was the lucky one, wasn't I?
That one individual started to try and get involved with me, and I was like, no, thank you.
Oh, really?
I don't.
Now, when Liam says no, thank you, that's...
Yeah, when Liam turns down somebody, that tells you something.
Yeah.
Was this before or after me?
This is before.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, what? Liam said no? All right, who's next on the list? Oh, Damon. So Liam is before Damon on the list.
In fairness to me, she started talking to me the day of the 2012 telethon. Now, you remember what state I was in at the end of that telethon, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now,
Damon, it was your own fault, though. We tried to warn you.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
I just want you to know that we tried to warn you. That's all.
I know, but I was heartbroken and lonely, and it was offered.
And it was a hole. I understand. It's okay.
I'm sure we have all.
Okay, it was more of an oval, but look,
Well, some holes are oval shaped. Some holes are big. Some holes are small. Some holes are, craters on the moon. I mean, it's. There goes the mic. Best Gator tweets in. I've been waiting for 5 years, Damon. When historians ask what started the Bard Wars saga, this is it.
What?
I don't get it. They're referencing my quote, I've been waiting for 5 years, Damon, and apparently that's going to start the Bard Wars saga.
Actually, technically, haven't you been waiting longer than that?
Probably.
You've been on the network since 06.
I'm just estimating.
So we're speaking with the...
Oh, wait, I wanted it to download the file, but instead it's just going to queue it up to play in the browser.
Here's the funny part of this is you were a thorn in my side before you even a staff person on the network, because I recently went through the I think the first time you wrote in was when we fired Sloan.
Well, actually, the first time I wrote in was when I told PTR about the Cool Whip with green stuff growing on it and I found in the fridge. But
well, saying when you first wrote into my show.
Let's see. Well, I wrote into your show talking about White Castle, and Mike the Ape Man decided not to ban me because I said that.
But that was after we fired.
Try that, Gators.
Okay.
That should let you download it.
All right. Yeah. I got it saved on my desktop now. So, but yeah, well, I thought, I didn't know everything that was going on behind the scenes, and you go and publicly fire, like many things on the network, it probably wasn't handled all that well, and that is what No Holds Barred Radio is good at, not handling things well, and handling things very publicly and out in the open.
That's just how I roll. You piss me off an hour before my show and disrupt the show planning thing between me and my co-host. I'm going to make you the content.
And the problem is that Sloan was like a god to some people in those days.
Look,
and,
as I said on the show, I didn't want to fire.
Microphone.
Now you're working.
Those people are fucked up.
No, I did not want, and I said multiple times, I did not want to do this, but I was pushed to a point where I had no choice. And it all, I can't say it worked out in the end, but.
Whoa, in the rear.
It's one of those times when you wish you can go back and just prevent that one action from happening.
Well, let's see. Bring Back Sloan writes in. When is Sloan coming back?
Hey, I think it's up to Sloan if Sloan comes back. I don't think anyone's telling Sloan he can't come back.
Yeah,
I've never, ever heard anyone say, Sloan, you can't come back.
No, because if you remember, we took Sloan back in late 05. He went on through like 06.
I know. I was just ready to get through that old. That's what you were referencing. I signed up for the AIM name Bring Back Sloan.
Yeah, I know. I think I blocked that name. It's still on my AOL block list. Along with about 7 or 8 different Addy screen names.
Oh, only 8? I've got about 20 of his blocked.
Oh, Athea writes in with a really good question. Why don't you guys just put both of them to a poll and let the listener decide? Maybe we should, maybe for next week's poll, Damon, we should do that.
What,
which one the listeners like better?
I thought we did this on Twitter, but
no, okay. Let's do let's do an official poll. All right, that's a good idea. Gators, are you okay with that?
Sure.
All right.
How are we gonna? We got to provide links to each file, though.
Well, I can give you a link to mine.
I'll check out the poll code and see how I can do them.
Let's see. A masked gator tweets in, I've sent Playtime Kitty to the NHB show with plenty of chicken nuggets for Damon. Let the games begin.
Uh-oh.
No.
Well, no, see, it's not Damon that wanted the chicken nuggets. It's the other person. Now, if Damon gave the chicken nuggets to Playtime Kitty, that's a different story.
But see, here's the thing. I have put a moratorium on long-distance relationships. Okay,
I need to do that
until the opportunity presents itself.
No, Gators, no. You got to understand.
Oh no, I mean it. For sure, never again. I'm done.
Gators, that's like me. Oh no, I'll never drink again.
Gator, and I'll never. My mic will never cut out again. No, Gators. Last incident. No, I'm serious. Listen, Gators. All right, look, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and argue with a retard.
Yeah, me neither. So, anyways, here is where did I put the file? I dragged it somewhere, and now I don't know where I.
Way to go, Gators! Way to go. Professional radio. Yeah, professional radio says the guy whose microphone keeps cutting out.
Thank you, Liam Spike. All right, so here we go with Liam's latest work of production, Hey Snaggletooth.
So we're speaking with the famous or infamous Snaggletooth, depending on how you look at it. So Snaggletooth, what are you doing right now while you talk to us on the radio? I see. That seems like a strange thing to be doing all the time. How often do you do this?
8 days a week.
So we know you've been with countless men, but what kind of guys, if any, do you like to avoid?
Don't want no short dick, man.
If people had to describe you, what would they say?
This girl is easy me.
So why do you think it is that you can only hook up with blind men? A lot of people want to know, how many men have you been with?
3, 5, 6, 5.
So Snaggletooth, we hear that you can be kinky at times. What gets you going? So, we hear it doesn't take much for someone to get into your heart or your pants. What do they need to give you to make this happen?
Chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets.
Well, I hate to do this, but we need to cut this interview short.
Where are you going?
We have other interviews we have to record with much less sluttier people. I'm sorry, what? No, I'm not interested. Oh my God! Help! Help! Give it away, give it away, give it away now! Get off my face! Give it to the kid! Oh God, it smells!
You must jump over that space you created before, or else you will fall in and die.
That's some great audio production work there at the end.
It's oh my God, it hurts.
You have a great way at capturing quite a mental image with your sound effects.
I know. I've heard that many a times.
Yeah.
And that is just one of many examples of how you do that.
Oh my God. So just think, folks, you can catch more of that on Wednesdays on NHBshow.com.
If you want to hear the real No Holds Barred Radio, NHBradio.com.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Right, yeah.
NHBradio.com.
Right.
Oh, that is right. That's
Gators, how long you Gators?
NHBradio.com has been the host name of the No Holds Barred Radio Network for years now.
Right, it's the network, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that's okay.
and that's fine.
And that's where we have the real No Holds Barred Radio show every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's right there on the show page with the schedule.
Even though Damon's been the host of the No Holds Barred Radio show since 1993.
1993, yeah.
Right. But, you know, the No Holds Barred Radio Network has been the home of the real No Holds Barred Radio show for
actually,
years.
The home of No Holds Barred Radio was 88.9 WMCX. Then we moved.
Yeah, really.
But it was
we moved again.
But it was on NoHoldsBarredRadio.com far longer than it was there.
No, well, maybe so.
I mean, that's
only because I
the
graduated.
No Holds Barred Radio Network was created from the No Holds Barred Radio show.
See, technically, I didn't create the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Sloan created the No Holds Barred Radio Network.
Oh, now we're going to blame this
the No
on
Holds
him.
Barred Radio show. Yes,
You're just
I am going to blame this on him.
Shifting. It's
well, no,
never,
that is true. That now
never your fault, Damon.
Gators.
Fairness.
Gators. In the bit where I talk about adding shows to the network, Sloan was the one who called in and said, I think it's good that we add other shows to the station. We can call it the No Holds Barred Radio Network. It's just quoted in automation.
He might have came up with the name for it, but you created what it is.
I created the show.
Yeah, Damon created the show. Let's be fair.
And you created the network.
I did not create the
with
network.
help from others.
The network sort of created itself.
The
Gators.
network
kind of
just
happened.
Yeah, all right. I did say, yes, let's add other shows. My reasoning for that was to not beat automation to death. You know? And so, yes, I added other shows. I brought on other staff. And as a collective.
I mean, like, as far as I look at it, look, it goes like this.
Chase them all off one by one.
It goes like
yeah,
this.
it was just me, Gators.
It goes like this. You know what? We can argue about who's the real show, but you know what? It all comes down to what do the listeners think? You know, I mean, okay.
Gators,
yeah, my listeners listen to my show. Your listeners listen to your show. That's really the bottom line. I'm just going to say one thing. You could sit here and say all day that I chased people off, but if people don't want to conform to the rules that were agreed upon by everybody involved, and if you know, and I have to be the dictator, Gestapo, pain in the ass to make things run to a particular standard, then fine. If people had to leave because they just couldn't deal with the fact that I asked more of them than they were willing to give, fine. You mean
but
the
that's
rules,
not my fault.
You mean the rules that you yourself wouldn't even keep?
Well, let's see. Because the one time I didn't create a show promo? That's the only thing you can nail me on, Gators.
That's definitely an easy example to nail you on.
Right. Well, let's see. When did I do that? In 2012 when I'd already had enough.
The thing is, everyone was guilty of everything. And several times I tried to approach you about let's get things on track. Let's talk about the telethon. And you couldn't even be bothered to pick up a phone.
Well, I mean, look, Gators, Damon had his own issues, and you know what? I think he got sick of it. We all did. I mean, look, I got sick of it too, and then it's okay. You know what? It's fine.
And
it's water under the bridge, and we're all doing our own things, and that's cool.
Right. And I'm doing the real No Holds Barred radio show.
Right, and that's fine. You can call it that if you want to, but you know,
anyone with a brain knows that it's.
Well, the thing is, the past few years, Damon was on the station bitching about things. I've told him several times what you really should do, since you're not going to accomplish anything you want to accomplish with the network, is you should focus on your show and be happy doing your show. Now, it's unfortunate that the only way Damon could do that was by doing the show away from the network. But I do have to say, while I think it's stupid and it kind of pisses me off a bit, I am happy that at least you found a way to do what I've been telling you should do for yourself for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That said, if you came back, I would give you the show name back. I would stop calling my show that and go back to Suburban Homeboys if you come back.
I love that. He's that. What's the word I'm thinking of? Pompous.
I'm just saying. I'm using the show name when you're not here because it's the No Holds Barred Radio Network should have a No Holds Barred Radio show on it. Someone's
This is
gotta keep
basically
the,
like,
flagship
hey,
going.
Dude, I'm borrowing your car, and while I got your car, I'm not going to put gas in it. I'm going to crash it off every street corner pole I can find.
But you really have no legal claim of ownership to the show name. You don't. You never registered it.
So, even if I did register it, I wouldn't have the money to take you to court over it. So,
well, that too.
The whole point
It'd be on Judge Judy.
See, the whole point is that in the end, you're just being.
Oh my God! Someone's got to write a script for that.
Well, you know, like I said, I'm just calling a spade a spade. You're being a dick, and I'm just pointing the mirror at the dick and going, "Hey, look, someone's being a dick."
I learned it from watching you, David. You taught me how to do this.
He's got a point. Damon, you are kind of a dick at times.
At times? I'm only a dick when
you're a dick all the fucking time. Look, I was trying to be nice, damn it.
You co-host with me, so I don't want to hear your shit.
Oh, what can I say? I can't find anyone better.
That's true.
Hey, Gators, you busy on Wednesdays?
I don't know. I got the whole schedule planned out for the rest of the year. No, I'm not busy at all.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're a dick, Liam. I just see now you're being a dick. David's a dick. You're a dick. You should call it the All Dick Radio Network because you're all a bunch of dicks.
Hey, David, I think there's about to be an opening on the Real No Holds Barred Radio Network. Would you be interested in auditioning for that?
Oh, yeah, and I'll do about as much work as all the other shows do.
Yeah. Okay. You're hired.
I mean, God, I don't want to set an example or anything because we all know where that goes.
Oh, you know what? We like what we do, and honestly, I think, you know, and all BS aside, I think it is cool to make a clean break sometimes. Things just don't work, and you know what? It's okay. I mean,
I made my statement on my.
I'm happy.
A clean break from what? It's not like there's much left to make a clean break from. I mean,
but that's, you know what? Sometimes though, Gators, that's just it. It's like if you're in even if there's, you know, if you're, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No,
I was gonna say, even like if you're in a relationship and things just aren't going well, and you try everything you can, and there's just, you know, differences in opinions, and you just can't do it. So look, sometimes you got to go.
I think it's messed up to compare, you know, just a group of friends on a stream to a relationship with a woman. It's you know, it's like, what did you?
I was
make
comparing
this?
Damon's relationship with men, but I mean that's fine. If
Oh,
you
okay, never mind. I got it. Yeah, because it was this relationship with several men at the same time. There's kind of a group activity going on here.
Wait a minute. You have no proof that I've ever been with a man anywhere.
I don't want proof.
I demand that you prove that.
I don't want to prove that.
You were dead, and I stuck my cock in your ass. I will toss a salad.
That could have been directed at a woman.
More wiener.
That could not have been directed at another woman.
Chicks with dicks, baby. You know?
That was taken out of context. I know exactly what show that came from, too. No, hold on. Because some girl had written in and mentioned something about a wiener. And I said, do you use that word during sex? Too, like if you yell out more wiener as you're having sex with someone, and someone just took that out of context.
I don't know about that. That sounds suspicious to me.
No, I mean, like okay, you can say that I just screwed up. That you can kind of that I'm comparing it to a relationship. But Gators, in some ways, it is because, everyone has to agree on things and you all have to,
Well,
I mean,
there's nothing to agree on anymore. There really
because I
isn't.
left. Gators, see, here's the thing. If I came back, okay, if you're literally sitting here thinking Damon will just come back and do his show and ignore the fact that in his opinion, everything else that surrounds his show sucks and is crumbling and no one gives a shit. There's no listener interaction.
Well, then do something about it or ignore it.
Every time I go to do something.
Then ignore it.
No. Why should I have to do that? I can't do that. I'm telling you, I can't do it.
I can't either. And honestly, it was one of the things that drove me. It wasn't the big thing that drove me away. There was other stuff that drove me away.
I mean,
that involved chicken nuggets. But
do we even have a bad thing going here? I mean, Vamp's still doing his show. Yeah, still sucks.
Like you just decided,
but just take it or leave it's back. They've been interesting. We still got Dunes running along here. I'm here, and people like me. So.
So many calls and write-ins to your show.
Woodchop listens to my show.
That's true. We have so that's true.
And Video Vamp and Take It or Leave It and Moose came back. Moose is doing his show.
Oh, the liberal.
Yeah.
Great. Just what we need.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, but I mean, Damon does have a point. Where are the write-ins? Gators, where are they?
I don't know. A few things that came in here and there.
It's a little disturbing, though.
I can't make
no
people,
offense or anything.
Well,
but
here's the thing. What I could do about it is work with what I've got and, try to build it, and maybe we'll get more write-ins as I keep doing the show. Or I could yell at the listeners that they're not listening correctly and then chase whatever's left out there away. Because it always pissed me off when Damon would start blaming the listeners because, that's not funny. How dare you write that in? Oh, there's an old reference. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Can you blame people for not writing in anymore?
So basically, all the listeners. So when all the listeners could do is resurrect Little Billy gags over and over and over again, which stopped being funny. Case in point.
Well, that was never funny, Damon. The horrors you put Billy through.
Hold on. I'll show you just how stupid this has all gotten. I posted on my own personal Facebook. I checked in at Seaside Heights Boardwalk. I said, I'm at my favorite place on the planet, because Seaside is my favorite place on the planet. At least places I've been to. Okay? So then my buddy Jay writes in something about 15-year-olds, about how I guess only 15-year-old girls go there. And I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. And some random dickwad on my friends list mentions Little Billy goes there too.
Well, I bet you if you walk around, you'll find a Little Billy. I mean, it's...
And so all I responded with was lame. And that's it. So, this is what I get from the NHB listenership is we got nothing, rip Damon. Rip Damon, rip Damon, rip Damon, all over the goddamn place, rip Damon. And the last incarnation of the Knowles Bar radio show, the one that Liam wasn't a part of because he had sense.
And I listened to it. It was just Rip Damon.
Yeah.
And it got old. I'm sorry. Even just listening, I was like, all right, this is getting old. Even on the test shows we did, even April wrote to me and she's like, man, you guys are really ripping Damon too much.
Well, the thing is, I didn't see Damon bring any material to try to get off of that.
Apparently you don't listen.
I mean, Damon, it's your show. You know? If you need
The problem is every time we try and bring material, though, Gators, it always went back to that.
Right. And if you remember,
I can say that we did try, and every time it would always come back to.
Well, if you have the wrong co-host, you get the right co-host. You get rid of the wrong ones. I mean,
Gators, I lived with the guy at the time. What was I supposed to do?
Say, hey,
you can't come in here between 7 and 10.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that really would have. He paid rent. Well, sometimes he paid rent.
Damon, just give them certificates to KFC. He would have left.
I don't know. Was there any point in time that he was not in the apartment that you could have rescheduled your show to a time in the week when he wasn't?
See, now that goes like that again. Now I got to No, there was never a point where he wasn't home. He was always home.
He never did anything.
All right. Honest man-to-man conversation with him. Dude, I'm not happy with how my show's going.
I told him
you do your chicks and kicks thing, and I'd like to do something different with my show that involves...
Really did. Yeah, and the chicks and kicks thing, I had to save their ass.
Well, that wouldn't have been your problem, you know. That's his show.
Yeah, I had to engineer it.
Well, you could have taught him how to use the board.
Yeah, you probably
would
would
have stole it.
Get out of my
fucking head, Damon.
Look, it's just it, okay. It just wasn't happening.
Yeah, it's always, I can't do that because this, and then we can't do that because of that. We can't. Oh, God damn it, Damon, man up and take care of things.
We try. Take care of things.
Yeah, I'll man up and take care of things.
We did.
We did. We left. We're happy.
There you go. Whatever.
That was my way of taking care of things because I'm not interested in fighting other people anymore.
All right. Then stop sending your trolls over to me.
Well, you didn't send them over.
All I said
on their own.
I listened to the podcast. You instructed people to do. In fact, you said you were disappointed people didn't do that 2 weeks ago when you first asked them to.
So?
All right.
I was just trying to help you get listeners, Gators. I mean, you can't believe you're turning down free help like that.
No, hey, I had
We're
fun
trying
with
to
it.
get, yeah, exactly. We're trying to get some listeners.
I just like pointing out the way you contradict yourself. How you'll
Liam,
you say, "Oh no, we don't want a show war," and then 5 minutes later, roll over and troll them.
I've already shot down your so-called alleged contradiction.
Just because you say it's not a contradiction doesn't make it not a contradiction.
Oh, and just because you say it's the real No Holds Barred radio show doesn't mean it is.
It's listed on the website. Go look at the schedule.
You're okay. You see, folks, this is the impasse we're at.
Uh-huh.
An imp ass. Not an imp. There's an imp with an ass.
Imp ass.
And it's quite an ass.
Imp ass.
Imp ass. Okay. We got some imp ass here.
Would do an imp's ass right now. I mean, the female imp. No, I didn't say gimp.
Oh.
Gimp ass. Tune into the next No Holds Barred radio show where Damon is going to get himself some gimp ass.
Good try, Gators.
Yeah, you know, Damon, you might be interested. And don't forget that's NHBshow.com Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that's the gimp's going to be there. And let's see if maybe we should get
the last time you tried to get the gimp on our show, your own Skype. Okay,
Skype wanted nothing to do with it.
Do you still have the gimp blocked so that it'll crash Skype if I try to add him?
How can we block the gimp on our Skype name when we only set it up like the day before? Oh, you're talking about on the NHB Radio one?
Yeah, that's what.
I haven't logged into that thing in forever.
No, well, like right now, do you have them blocked?
Does it still have my fart voicemail sound?
No, I think they replaced that some time ago.
God damn it! I liked my fart one.
The what?
I don't know what. Gators, you're logged into the Skype. Why don't you look?
No, I mean, it was your accounts that had them blocked. So I'm thinking your personal accounts might have them blocked.
Because me and Liam do the show through Team Talk.
No, right now. You're logged in as Damon Fabrio. Liam's logged in as Liam. And do you have the gimps blocked on your personal account?
I have no idea.
I think so.
Oh, well, it'll probably I don't
I'm going to go take a crap, though, so I don't really care.
I don't feel like calling him anyways. Let's see. Guy Dragon tweets in, Jerry Springer was just telling me he feels bad for pushing people to fight. I showed him 10 seconds of this, and he's okay again. But we're all friends. That's the thing. We fight because we're friends.
I don't hate Gators. I think he's being a dick right about now.
I think you're being a dick, and I have no problem with Liam. In fact, if I drive across the country again, I'll bring Liam another bottle of watermelon pucker.
I'm going to state my opinion, and then I'll have stated my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think that everyone here is a little wrong. I think we're all a little wrong as far as this goes. I know Damon's upset, and I understand that. I'm a little upset too. I feel that Gators is a little upset, and I feel that he's kind of, I don't want to say jealous, but it's like, you see someone move on to someone else, and you're a little upset that they moved on. and no, but listen, hear me out. I understand, and I get it. I'm totally okay with it, but Gators, we're not coming back. I'm sorry. We're happy.
All right. right. Well, I'm going to keep the No Holds Barred show alive on the No Holds Barred Radio Network.
We're happy with our server. We're happy with our listener base.
I'm happy with the real No Holds Barred Radio show.
Good, and that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm happy with calling you a dick.
Okay. I'm happy with calling you a dick.
And I'm happy with about to go take a crap.
Okay.
Go do that.
Go take a happy crap.
All right. Oh, hey, NHB Radio listeners.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That made about as much sense as when he did that at the end of the automation bit.
At the end of the kill the gimp bit.
Yeah.
It's his thing.
That's his thing, you know. It's one of those things is that you expect him to do it before hanging up.
Now it's like everyone knows he's going to do it. Whatever. I mean, hey, we got you the one time.
Yeah, he does still get me every now and then because it's a reflex thing at times. And if you're not ready for it, he sometimes can get the timing just right that'll catch you off guard. But a lot of the times, it's harder to fool. It's harder for him to fool people. You know, it's more of a personal challenge for him now.
The thing is, if he didn't do it all the damn time, he'd get more people.
Yeah. It's kind of like when I started doing it to the GIMP every week. After about, 3 or 4 months, he started catching on. But
does he even call in?
Actually, he did. He called into one of my real NHB radio shows and suggested that maybe we should co-host together sometime so he could be a co-host on the NHB radio show. And I said I'd get back to him on that, and I haven't talked to him since. But
that's sad when the GIMP doesn't even call in anymore.
Well, he'd call in if I asked him to, but.
Yeah, but remember when we couldn't get rid of him?
Yeah, well, I said he called in fairly recently. I just didn't get back to him about his request to co-host.
Now he probably forgot. What was that? I don't know.
All I had to do is message him on like Facebook or send him an email or something and go, yeah, sure, and he'd be here, faster than something that's really fast.
Dude, I swear to God, Gators, you're like the Ellis Island of No Holds Barred Radio. You just take. It doesn't matter if they have
I didn't say I was going to let him on.
If they have a mic and an internet connection, they could be a co-host on your show.
Hey, that's how many of my great in fact, that's how Emily came on the show, and you've often said that she was one of your favorite co-hosts of mine.
Emily's good.
Yeah.
Gothard's good.
Oh, speaking of which, I should call Emily back and see if she's still around, so she could finish up the list.
I will say this to you. Gothard is a good co-host. Emily was a good co-host. Mars is a good co-host. The rest of them?
So we're up to 3. We're up to 3 now. There we go.
But Emily doesn't do the show with you anymore.
Well, she does Saturdays with me sometimes.
Yeah, she does Saturday, but I'm saying on your show that I won't acknowledge the name of, So
the real No Holds Barred Radio. Well, she might be showing up. She might be showing up there as time permits from time to time.
Jeez, just what you need, more people.
So you're just saying that you like her.
I like her. The rest of them can get lost.
What's up?
I was just calling you back because I figured we'd check in and see how you're doing. We got 13 minutes left here. And Damon was still yelling at me while I was dialing you, so you got to.
Gators, if you let her back in, she's got 3 more people you can add to your show. Soon you'll be a double-digit co-host.
There we go. We got Emily, Arwen, Bella.
Thing is too
Eleanor.
Much.
There we go. There's our new co-host.
Emily, you didn't do that cheesy thing where you gave all the kids the same first initial, did you?
No. There's an A, an I, and an E in there.
Okay, all right. Well, you forgot O and U.
Spelling with Damon. Yeah.
They all sounded like they started with the same letter.
I love it. I say 3 days that start with 3 different letters, and you're like, oh, you did that thing where they start with the same letter? It's like
it sounded. What can I say, Gators? Your stupidity rubs off on me.
Arwen, Bella, and Eleanor. Yeah, those all start with the same.
Wait. The first name was Erwin. That could start with an
Arwen.
E. Arwen. Oh, I thought it was Erwin.
Okay, no, Arwen.
I beg your pardon.
I'll let it slide this once.
Oh.
Let's see. Sir Mars writes in, and sometimes why?
And I did say that.
Okay. I guess he was just making sure.
Well, because sometimes
there's no good U names.
What?
I mean, there's no good names that begin with U. I mean, you've got Una, Eunice.
Well, Eunice starts with an E, though. Oh, Ursula. There you go.
Ursula's not that good.
No, so I can't go with all vowels.
All right, yeah, I guess you're stopped at well, there's O. I don't know what you're going to get with O.
Let's take a look.
Olivia's okay.
Well, Olivia if it's a girl. I don't think there's too many guy names that are decent.
Oh, here we
You're
go.
planning my fourth child already. The youngest one's only 4 months old.
Let's see, babynames.com/name/you. Let's take a look here.
Well, hold
girl
on.
names.
So 4 months. So give it a couple more months, and you'll be ready to do number 4.
Ujana, Ulani, Ume, Umeko, Umi, Unique, Ura, Urban,
Yeah, there we go.
Ermi, Irvi, Uda, Utah.
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 I'll name you after a state. I'm going to name my baby New Jersey. There.
Ugar, Ula.
Well, there we go. I can call it Uluru then.
Ulf, Ula, Uma.
Ulf? Wait a minute. Ulf.
ULF. ULF. Ulf. ULF.
It's more like an acronym.
Poor child.
Umema. Umi. Umut. Unity.
Wait, Umut? U-M-U-T, right?
Yes.
That's a name. That's a name that if anyone ever names their kid that, they should automatically get nailed by Child Protective Services for future child abuse.
Ursa, yes. Ulan, Ulfa, Ulyana, Umatilla.
What?
Umatilla.
Okay.
Umika, Una with 2 N's.
Why am I mostly imagining like the really white Europeans or blacks using these names?
That's
I think some of these could be Indian names.
Let's see. Uri, Urja, Ursula, Usra, Utari. There we go. They're all your girl you names.
I don't like any of them.
Me neither. I don't know. Utah's got a nice ring to it, though. You know?
No, dude.
And this is why he's not having children.
Yeah, that's why.
Among other reasons.
Yeah. The world doesn't need more of me.
I agree.
The world needs more of me about as much as it needs more Damons.
Listen, I've already said if Medicare paid for vasectomies, I'd have already been snipped.
Well, you can get to do it yourself, Kit.
No.
I mean, heck, talk to B-Spot.
Yeah, I'll talk to B-Spot. Yeah, that's.
I think he's got some methods or tips on how to.
No.
You can get a BB gun, right?
No. Yeah. Blind guys can just walk into any corner store and buy a BB gun. Come on, Gators.
Well, Rad got a paintball gun. I mean, it's. You order one online,
No. That's a negative.
Liam writes in, isn't the Utari that old gaming system? Actually, that's the name of a manufacturer of tape decks, isn't it?
That's Atari.
No, Atari's the game system. Otari is the tape decks.
Oh, I thought Atari was the maker of the tape decks too.
No, Otari with an O.
Because we had Otari, I guess it's Otari reel-to-reel machines at WMCX.
Right, yeah, and that's with an O. That's a different company.
I thought it was Atari.
No.
That's funny.
No.
All right.
That's
18.
That's why you couldn't get the real deck to play Space Invaders.
That's, damn it. I tried. I just thought, because I know Atari made computers.
Right.
Well, I don't know how legitimate computer-wise they were, but they made computers, so I figured, well, it's not that far out of reach to say they made tape decks.
I could see the logic there, and if you were able to see the lettering on the tape deck, that would have because the first time it was said Otari, I kind of thought, what the manufacturer, but then I looked at it and I saw the O.
I didn't know.
Right.
Someone said the way someone pronounced it was Atari, and I thought it was AT instead of OT.
Right. No, I could see that.
Oh, that clears that up.
Yeah. Well, now we know. I think that's what I've learned this week. Is that well, no, I already knew that.
That's what Damon learned this week.
That's what Damon learned this week.
Learned that Otari makes tape decks.
Right.
And I also learned that Gators is still a dick.
I learned from the best, Damon.
No, you did no, because no.
You're the original dick. You're the real dick. I'm just the dick. There we go. There's something I'll let you be the real of.
I'm still the real Damon Fabrio, and no one can take that away from me, and I wish they would.
But I wouldn't take that name for $1 million, Damon.
I still do the better No Holds Barred radio show.
That's debatable.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Uh-huh.
We'll see.
Right.
Time will tell.
All right, and you can find out every Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the No Holds Barred radio network, NHBRadio.com. Home
or you can go to NHB, or you can go to NHBShow.com, where the better and original and legitimate show is.
Well, wherever you go, there'll be a show. But
right.
But if you want to go,
who else wants to take up the no? Who else? I think we need a few more No Holds Barred radios going on. I'd say every show on this network changes itself to the No Holds Barred radio show.
I don't know. Well,
hey, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
And we can really confuse the piss out of people.
No Holds Barred Tuesday edition with video vamps.
Please stand up. Oh, no, wait. We don't want that.
Anyways, we've reached the end of another fun-filled edition of the Dude and Bob Show. The real Dude and Bob Show.
Get out of my head, Gators.
And we got a call coming in. Hello there, caller.
Yeah, I was just listening, and I do want to cast my vote here. I do have to say Damon does a better No Holds Barred radio show.
All right. Thank you for your opinion.
Gators, here's the thing. You do a great suburban homeboys, okay? That's what you should have stuck with that. You do a terrible No Holds Barred radio show.
I'm doing the same show I've always done.
That's the problem.
But whatever. I got to go see if the nail polish fixed the turntable. So we got to wrap this show up.
Wait, what?
I bought
nail
this.
Polish.
I bought a Marantz 6100, which it turns out is Marantz's budget turntable. The 62.
Oh, that magic one.
The 6200 actually has a speed fine-tuned control, the strobe around the edge of it. The 6100 doesn't, and it was spinning. And so there's an app for that. You put an app on your phone, and it will tell you what speed it's spinning at. And so I found out that the 6100 with a brand new belt on it spins at about a 32.8 RPM. And I need to get up to 33.3. And there's no adjustment even inside of the thing to get the motor to spin faster. So I bought a bottle of clear nail polish, and I'm going to, just add a thin layer onto the flywheel and on the motor and see if I can bring it up to 33.3.
This is sad.
What?
This is sad. This is like this. I have no words.
A $2.50 bottle of nail polish to get this speed fine-tuned on a turntable.
Wait, is there really a difference between 0.5 RPMs?
Yes, there is. Why do you think they put that strobe on there and a variable pitch so you could get precisely 33.3 RPM on a turntable?
Only you would hear that, and maybe me.
Damon, yeah, you would hear it.
I'd probably hear it, to be fair.
Yeah.
But still.
That's 1% slower.
Folks, just pay close attention to the logic here. You make up your own mind.
All right. Remix Man writes in, if you both want listeners so much, wouldn't it be prudent to do your shows on different dates?
This is what I said.
Here's the thing. It was not my intention to go against Gators. It just happens to be the only day me and Liam could do our show.
And they never even talked to me about that.
I don't need to.
No, you didn't have to, but it would have been nice.
But remember, I'm the real dick, so I have to maintain my status.
That's how you got the title.
Uh-huh.
Sir Myers writes in, you should have bought the ruby red with sparkle nail polish. It will make it sound better. Maybe next time.
Especially with the bumps of the sparkles.
This is pathetic.
Anyways, tune in on Wednesday to find out how the nail polish worked out. And tune in on Wednesday to find out what production work Liam and or Damon have for you. And grab the podcast of whatever you don't listen to. Because
there you go.
It's all good and worth hearing. Thank you for listening.
Maybe.
Good night.
Good night.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's over.
Man, that was awful.
Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything. Everything stunk.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes.
Just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady.
See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, Cinnamore. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh, it just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear. Not.
That's all, folks.
We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Oi, shoot the radio.